Okay, everyone. So, yeah, last night was the launch of Scorched Earth on ARK Survival Ascended, and I actually personally had quite a fun time. The reason I probably had quite a fun time compared to some other people is because I was just playing single player, all on my own, grinding all of the new stuff, and it was fun. I didn't actually encounter any bugs or anything like that. There was a few things, but it was a lot of fun for me. And today we're going to be talking about the new update and everything that's going on with the game, with new servers and everything like that, because I know that was one of the major issues why people were, I wouldn't say as happy with launch day, because they weren't actually being able to get onto any of the official servers. So we're going to read through everything today. I hope you guys, I want to hear about your experiences as well, of your day one experience on Scorched Earth. And yeah, let's get in with it. So make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. And if you do want to get yourself started on a brand new server on Scorched Earth, then the link will be in the description. You can pick yourself one up right now to play with your friends. And let's get in with it. So the full patch notes were released for everything that came out, so we're going to read through that. I also want to mention that new servers have just gone live, but they are only PvE ones at the moment. So they said we're currently launching some fresh new PvE servers. We'll be monitoring and making further increases as necessary. So you will start to see a bunch of new PvE servers going live on our new servers. I did see a lot of responses to this tweet was just pretty much people saying like, where's the PvP servers? Where's the PvP servers? But all will be coming. I guess it just takes a little bit of time because they had a little bit of a longer time in putting the official servers live when Scorched Earth launched due to some sort of like transfer issue or something. But yeah, so let me know how that's doing right now. I had a lot of fun taming the Oasosaur. If you guys don't know how to do it, I have a full video on my channel. I stayed up all night doing that. It literally took me ages. I think I managed to do it on my 5th attempt, I think. And, you know, if it was the waves that kept coming, it was just, it got me up all night and I managed to get a good sleep in the end. So yeah, obviously within the new update, Scorched Earth and Bob's Tales released, and then there was a big load of bug fixes, quality of life. This is for all platforms, by the way. So they added new structures. I don't know why Wildcard added all the platform update onto just the PC patch notes. So they haven't updated the console patch notes. They've just added the console ones onto the PC, which is a bit strange. But they added new structures, the thin pillar, beam, and quarter foundations. They fixed the case where pixel painting the player character appeared choppy, fixed several issues with the female character's hands not lining up correctly in some animations, fixed an animation popping issue with the female character, snapped the debuff UI from the Sky Giga overlapping the hotbar, fixed an issue that caused the Giga Rage to apply to all Gigas in range, fixed several map holes on the island, fixed several floating... as you can see, I'm probably going to make myself ill from the non-sleeping. Foliage cases on the island. Fix an issue that caused the wood pillar to protrude through ceilings. Fix several ground-conforming issues on the Megalosaurus, UT, Carno, and Stegosaurus. Fix an issue that caused artifacting pixels to appear around objects and at the edges of the screen. Fix cases where players appeared to rubber band while moving on rafts and dino platform saddles. Attempted fix for the dragon boss sometimes appearing invisible to players. The buff timer fonts now have an outline to make them easier to read. Added the current structure count towards the structure cap to the extended HUD when in the structure placement preview. Helmets and skins equipped on dinos will retain like saddles when they're cryopodded. Dino new to Saspay status is now displayed in the floating HUD info. Tech binoculars now show remaining bullets on friendly turrets. Added a UI client option to hide enemy structure cosmetics. Added the ability to water crop plots while riding the Molotovs with the crouch button. The Molotovs can now be set to anonymously water nearby crop plots with multi-use toggle. Painting canvas now has a dynamic version to create custom sized canvases. Players with C4 in their inventory now have an option to booby trap structures. And finally, for PS5, they fixed character preview not working correctly when using scissors to adjust the character. And on PS5, the dedicated storage should now correctly display the amount of items that are stored. I saw that was a heavily requested PS5 option, and that has now been fixed apparently. But Dolly did say in the Discord, if it's not fixed, then please let them know, but it should be. So pretty nice bug fixes and quality of life. Obviously, they added some new structures, which is cool with Scorched Earth. And then if we head over to the most recent page, it was just the Scorched Earth Ascended and Bob's Tall Tales is live. Stranded vulnerable in the unforgiving desert of Scorched Earth Ascended. Even veteran ARK survivors face the urgent task of finding water, securing food, crafting and building shelters to survive. Leverage your ARK Island skills to conquer the desert by slaying, taming and riding its unique creatures, including the formidable Fazala sutures adapted to thrive in extreme conditions. Obviously, you can explore a brand new world in Scorched Earth, tame new creatures, which you would have seen. So it's unleash your havoc on the foes from the back of an elemental wyvern, or master the art of riding a Fazla Sutures, a proto-croc that glides through the sand as if it was water, but tread carefully. I've seen the way to tame it. Last night I was giving it a go myself, but it was pretty cool. Like sort of hitting into rocks and stuff to keep it knocked out was pretty interesting. And then obviously we got the death worms, and then you can craft over 50 new items in the harsh landscape of Scorched Earth Ascended. Survivors utilize scavenged resources to craft unique gear and structures for heat resistant, alongside innovative tools for survival. Whips, boomerangs, flamethrowers, chainsaws, and more become essential for defense, while tents, wells, and wind turbines and oil refineries enhance base sustainability. These tools not only bolster survival and defense, but also enable grand strategies for tribal dominance. And then new challenges as well. So brace for electrical storms, sandstorms. The sandstorms absolutely destroyed me. I was trying to tame an oasisaur in the sandstorm, and I nearly did it. It was actually my best attempt until I finally did it afterwards, and I failed last minute. And tap into the obelisk power to challenge the Ark's fiercest boss yet, the Manticore, which we all know the Manticore if you played it back in the day. You can travel between Arks too to keep things fair and fiery during the first few weeks. Scorched Earth Ascended will be a bit of a wild frontier. You'll only be able to bring your characters over for the first 60 days. You won't be able to bring any dinos or items onto the map, but after the first 60 days, the gates swing wide open. Obviously Bob's Tall Tales came as well with a new update, and this included the Oasisaur. Now, it's very strange. I mean, I thought it was really weird, the way that if someone tries to actually, it's like taming the Oasisaur is like a mission, by the way. So it's like, if you take the essence from one of your dead dinos when you're taming it, and you don't have Bob's Tall Tales, and you're playing on your own server, it will come up saying DLC required, and it will actually give you like a link to buy it in game, which I never saw that happening with ARK. Now, I personally, my opinion, I quite like Bob's Tall Tales. I'm not saying maybe this should have been the way they had to go, but unfortunately, because they're re-released at the beginning, they were going to sell us the same DLCs again. So I think it's probably the better option that it is this way, just because I know it doesn't feel like old school ARK, but if they didn't change their minds and we had to buy every DLC again, it would have cost us hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And now it's only going to cost us a straight on flat fee of $30, and then you just get the new content and the maps for free. So I don't mind it, considering it's supporting the team. Some people may not like me saying that, but if they want their favorite game to live, you're going to have to help support it in some sort of way. So that's all I do personally. And I do think the new content was fantastic. I really liked it. I hope it's as good in all the other DLCs, because the train, the Oasisaur, and all the stuff was really cool. The shovel, which you can hunt for buried treasures. But yeah, I guess I didn't like the idea of how it does limit other players to do certain things on the map. But I get, as I said, coming back to the other point, they got to make some money. And, once you've bought the season pass of $30, that you will be sorted now until the next one comes out, which probably, so the last one is aiming to come out for Extinction Q1 2025, so you won't actually have to spend any more money now until literally next year. So I don't mind it. I actually really like it. So I have no problems with it there. But I think that's pretty much everything we wanted to talk about in today's video. I did want to do like a bit of a let's talk, but then I wanted to go through the new updates and changes with you. So I might do a little bit of a let's talk now for the end of the video for people that care. If you don't, then no worries. You can end the video right here. But it was pretty much I just wanted to say that I've seen sort of the player count rising a little bit for ARK, still nowhere near back to the old days of where it was, but it's, you know, a lot of the factors of people can't run the game. The game is still quite expensive to buy. It is like £40 in the UK, which will be like what, $50 in the US. So it's still expensive to buy. A lot of people can't run it on Steam, and you have to remember a lot of the players that are watching and playing the game are on console. So the console player count is probably so much higher than the PC player count at the moment. So I definitely see ARK in a better place, but I think it's got a lot of recovering to do. It went for a really tough point. And I do think that if they keep adding this awesome content, they add in great stuff, and over time people can start to be able to run this game a little bit easier as parts become cheaper, all of that different stuff, I think it will have a brighter future. It's just at this moment in time, even having the best powerful PC, which by the way you need for this game, you know, the game still does bug on powerful PCs. So I reckon we give it this year. We try out the new content. There's lots of maps and we enjoy it, and hopefully start to see a big recovery for ARK Survival Ascended in the future, because the last night was probably the best feeling I've had for this game since the actual launch, and it's been so fun to cover the game again. So, of course, another thing many people would have mentioned is, Dom, are you going to be fully back to creating ARK content every day? And yes, I will be when there's new content, and that's the way my channel sort of works at this moment in time. Like, yes, ARK is the main game, and it always has been, but when things go quiet and I sort of, you know, I complete Scorched Earth and I've used all the stuff and then I've got no new content for a while, I will sort of be playing and uploading the odd new game and keeping you guys updated, and that still will be happening on the channel. It's just that it really feels nice to create content as a creator when you're loving the game you're playing. And last night was a lot of fun on Scorched Earth, and I really want to see that more so I can enjoy just making as much ARK content for you guys. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and get yourself a server link in the description. I'll catch you guys later.